We'll see if anyone actually shows up. I don't really know how this will work, but we'll see. I'm just putting it in the Discord so that people actually know. Hello. I'm trying this on my phone. I don't know how well that'll work. Hopefully it does. Because I've never tried it before, so we'll see. Hello. I've never done a live stream on my phone, so I hope I'm loud enough. I hope that it works. It's been so long since I've done a live stream, and I'm just sort of sitting here working, and I thought, why not? So, hello. Hi. This is like interesting. I've only ever done it on my desktop, and I was just thinking, because the YouTube app was broken on my phone for a while, and I finally fixed it, and they have all these new features now for live streaming, and I have enough like subscribers to do like mobile live streams and stuff, and I was like, oh, I can stream from my phone and then work on my desktop. I don't have to use my desktop for the live stream. So I thought I would just chat with you guys while I work on some things. Hi, hello. Hi, everyone. How are we doing on this like weird middle of the day stream? I'm just working on stuff from home, so I was like, I'll come in and chat with you guys. Why not, right? How's everyone doing? I am mixed. But I think that's just adulthood, where everything feels a little bit all over the place. But that's okay. I realized I haven't live streamed in like a year, so I thought I would stop being weird about it. Because I feel like if I don't do something regularly, or like, I don't know, I don't have it scheduled, my brain's like, you can't do it. And I'm like, yes, I can. So I want to live stream more, because it's fun. There's this weird part of my brain that's like anxious about it. I think it's just anxiety things. But hi. Oh, you have your day off. Me too, technically. Technically, it's my day off in that I don't have a boss telling me that I need to work today, but I am also my own boss because I have too many jobs, which is on me. So I'm still working on stuff for my own, the stuff that I assign myself, I guess. Yeah, and anxiety things where my brain is like going through every possible reason for why this is a bad idea before I do it, even though it'll be fine. Like, live streams are always fun. We always just chat and have a fun time, and I get too in my head about it, and I don't need to. So hi, hello. Especially since we reached 5K subscribers. So like, we gotta celebrate like a little bit, right? You gotta have something good. I'm gonna record some fun stuff later, but I thought while I'm just like working on things, I would entertain myself, because my work right now is not super brain heavy, as I say, not being able to think. I just saw one. Oh, it's your day off because of your granddad? I'm so sorry to hear about that. You can at least hang out with us for a little while, I guess. I unfortunately, I understand that feeling, and it's sometimes you just need a good distraction for a little while, so hopefully we can help you get through some moments and distract you for a little while and get to chat, because I know how overwhelming that can be. I was actually talking about this in therapy earlier, so I get it. Um, but at least you can be here for a little bit while we chat and hang out. And there's 5,000 of you now, which is bonkers. Which is also part of my anxiety things, because I don't know what I did to get 5,000 people's attention, but you're here now. Oh, we got some comments about what? NMix? Yeah, I know that I need to get back to them. I know that I started, I did the one NMix reaction for Christmas, and then I did the Etsy, so I need to go back to those at some point, both of those groups, because they were fantastic. But I need to catch up on a bunch of stuff. I'm like slowly catching up on the backlog that I have of things that got posted, especially like in November, December, because I was busy doing like life stuff with the holidays, but then I did all of the like Christmassy content stuff, which meant that everything else got put on the back burner because I was focused on Christmas. So I'm a couple of months behind of just like recording regular videos, let alone catching up to like new release stuff. So I don't know what I'm gonna get to Unmix and their stuff, even though I want to because they were so good. Oh, you guys are so sweet in the comments. I'm glad that my videos make people happy. That's, I mean, I make them because they're a lot of fun and they make me happy, but it's always nice to know that they make other people happy too, because that's, we're just here to have fun, which is why whenever people get like a little bit rowdy in my comment section, I'm like, we're just out here having fun. I don't know why y'all are upset. like it gets me when people like tell me in my comments, you didn't like enjoy this song, anime episode, comic the right way. And I'm like, yeah, but I enjoyed it. So why are you upset? Right? Like, I'm like, why are you upset that I just didn't enjoy it like the way that you did? It's fine. I still liked it. I still had a good time. So like yes, 2 days to Twice come back. I'm so excited. I did listen to I Got You. It's recorded, it's edited. I just have to finish all the back end stuff on it. So I've seen it and it was so good. Like I had an out of body experience listening to that. Who is my bias from Dreamcatcher? I would have said Dami, but you know, after doing the birthday stuff for Yuyen, who like always gets me. I'm always like I veer off and I focus on other members, and I'm like, she doesn't get to me the way that I think that she does. And then the moment I do videos that are just about her, I'm like, oh no, she's an issue. So I'm working on my bias list. Oh, I did the videos with Sua too. I did her two like JK covers. So that she's also an issue. So I think I'll probably just have a bias line like I normally do with Dreamcatcher. And it'll be like, I'll have my bias line and I'll have my wrecker line, and that'll cover all the members, because at the end of the day, do any of us have an actual bias in Dreamcatcher? Honestly. Yes, monetize their anger. I guess I did post that short today that was like about people getting mad at me, and I'm like, I'm gonna monetize this. Because why not, right? Like, I think it's, if someone's gonna go out of their way to put a comment on one of my videos and give me engagement, I think it's only right for me to then take their comment and profit off of it more by making content from it, right? I feel like that's the circle of content creation. Hello, Morocco. Hi. I don't know how you would say hello in Morocco. Let me know. Yes, I Got You is so good. I I don't even know. I straight up took a significant amount of time to like recover. Cause like Mina, Mina in that song, oh my god. She's like she's so good. For what reason? Yeah, people find a way. I mean, one of my videos has gotten a lot of attention recently, and people are a little bit one of my shorts, and people are like a little bit emotional in the comment section, and I've just been like keeping an eye on it. You know, I'm like making sure I look at comments and like I'm reading through like replies to other comments because I just want to make sure that people aren't you know, getting a little too emotional, which is fine because like I don't want to like prevent people from voicing their opinions or anything like that because that's I think it's fine for people to have their own opinions and um get to voice those. My problem is when people are rude about it. Right? Like you can disagree with me and that's fine. And you can disagree with people in the comments, also fine. But be nice about it. That's all I ask. So, who is my bias in twice? Again, I'm gonna have a bias line and then a wrecker line. I think at this point, my bias line is Dahyun, Mina, Taeyang, uh, Junghyun. I think are kind of like my main issues, and then the rest are my wreckers. Cause oh, Sana though. I don't know what to do with Sana. I haven't decided where to put her. I don't know if she's in my bias line or she isn't, because in I Got You, I was like, oh my gosh, Sana's vocals. So I don't know. My Canadian accent. I always find that funny because I don't think I have that strong of a Canadian accent because I'm from Ontario, which is like the most I don't know average Canadian place, but I do have a little bit of a Celtic lilt to the way that I talk as well. I forgot that I was supposed to actually be working on stuff. Why I can't get this to work the way I want it to. Okay, so Morocco is like salam. It's like hello. Moraba? I don't know if I'm pronouncing those correctly, but I love learning new languages, so do I have a favorite captain in Bleach? Ukitake is like my guy. I've ever since he like came on the scene, I was like, I like him. I'm a little worried though after how we ended off the last arc, because there seems to be some kind of change with him. I don't really know what's going on with his power set, but I think for now he's still my favorite captain. We'll see how that goes. I'm like way behind in the comments now because I forgot that I scrolled up to read stuff. No Sana, no life. Yeah, I'm all for like calm, rational discussion. And I don't know why. I mean, that's how I try to respond. Whenever people leave comments that are like just kind of a little combative, but like not actually like rude. Like when they veer into like actually rude, I'm like, you don't get to be on my channel. Like, you know, I'm like, if you're gonna put an actual like rude comment, I usually just delete it. If it's like actually like pretty bad, I'm like, you don't get to be on my channel. I don't have time. Um, but sometimes people are just kind of passionate in their opinions and they don't usually word it the best way. And I try to like respond in the most level-headed, logical way that I can. And a lot of the time that diffuses it. So I think that there needs to be more of that, of just like, let's have a discussion and not have a like me versus you, which I feel like is what a lot of people have the mindset out of, like, if I don't 100% agree with your opinion, then you're against me. And that's just not how my brain works. My brain's like, we can disagree and have nuanced opinions, and it doesn't have to be combative. Have I had a look at card? Yes. I haven't gotten like really in to card. I've heard some of their music, not I don't think much of their recent stuff. Um I've seen some of their stuff with like interviews, and like I know BM is like, he does like more like interview stuff. So where he's like interviewing people and like more personality based stuff, with like him and the other members. So I know some of Card, but I don't really like follow them. When did I start? Ooh. My phone's freaking out a little bit. When did I start listening to K-pop? I started listening to K-pop when Blackpink debuted. So, but I didn't start with their actual debut. I started with Boombaya. So that was the beginning, because my friend was like really liked them, and he's like, you have to listen to this group. And that was the beginning of the end. Do I know the anime Made in Abyss? Yes, I do. Though I've only seen the first season. I haven't seen any of the stuff after that. Wow, it's a lot of languages. I speak quite a few languages myself, but most of them are Celtic. So like I literally have my Wales mug right here. Because I speak Welsh, I speak Irish, I speak Scottish Gaelic, I speak French, because je speak Canadian. So I know some ASL. Mixture. Do I know when and if I will continue with Dreamcatcher? I've been releasing some stuff that's more like random, like little things that they've released. I'm definitely gonna get back into it, especially since I need to do Breaking Out, which is like the official end of Nightmare. And then we'll be getting into the next story arc stuff. So it's exciting, and that's like where all of like their really popular songs are. I keep forgetting I'm supposed to be working while doing this because I'm just like chatting. So yes, I will definitely be getting back to it soon. I'm just kind of catching up on other stuff that they've released, because I want to kind of keep up with it as best I can. But I'll definitely be getting back into more Dreamcatcher stuff, hopefully sooner than later. So yeah. Do I want to get into more K-pop groups? Always. Do I have the time? No. But I always do. Like I have to check out, I have to get into NMIX and ITZY because I started those. I want to get into ATEEZ because they sound like I will absolutely adore them. And I've been putting off actually listening to them because I think I will love them and I want to make videos about it, but I need the time. Mamamoo was another one because I did the one song with Wayne. So there's lots. I have a bunch that have been recommended to me too. Like I have Baby Monster was one of the ones that people want me to check out. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I can't think of any of them now, but there's lots of them. I think like Baby Monster was like the most recent one. I see this like I can't just look. Because I have a list. Like I always do. Oh, Purple Kiss was another one. Rose Quartz was one that's been there for a while. XG, this one as well. Anyway, all that to say that there's lots of K-pop groups I want to get into. I just need the time. People talk about how French is a difficult language. I wouldn't know because I grew up with French. So in my head, it's not difficult, but oh yeah, Billy, I think that's how you pronounce them. That's one that's on my list too. Would I be open to checking out groups that have disbanded? Sure, especially if it's like earlier gens. Because what were you like 4th gen, 5th gen? I don't even know. I don't know if necessarily they will be groups that I haven't already listened to a bunch of music from, but yeah, in Canada we have to learn French in schools. So that's not every Canadian speaks French very well. But I grew up right near Quebec, and Quebec is where a lot of French speakers live in Canada. And my aunt is Vietnamese, so she also speaks a lot of French. So I just kind of grew up around French speakers more than others, but not all of Canada knows French very well. How do I stop myself from binging groups? Making videos. That's how. I force myself to calm down. because people want me to make videos, and it's way more fun to make a video about it. So I endeavor to contain myself. Bye, dream friend. I might be behind because I'm catching up on it. Thank you for congratulations on 5K. Thank you. You only stand 4 groups. What's that like? You must have so much free time. I stand way too many. And to the point where like I don't even know if like saying I actually follow a group is right, because I'm like I like deviate. I have groups that I like obsessively will watch their stuff like every day for a period of time, and then I deviate into my next group. I just kind of cycle through them and catch up on stuff. My eyes. You can see them from all the way over there? I thought my glasses were always blurring them. I don't know if what I'm working on is working the way that I want it to. Which is a shame. Is Sana my bias now? I don't think I'll have one bias, because I never have one bias. Like literally never. None of my groups I have one bias. How can you have one bias when there are so many possibilities in the world, right? But Sana is definitely a contender for my bias line. She continues to be an issue. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if I ever get to a point where I'm like, this isn't so bad. I can handle her. I think the more personality stuff I get into, Sana's just gonna continue to be more and more of an issue. Like when I get back into doing like Time to Twice, I think that she's just gonna become more and more of a problem. What am I working on? I'm designing things. That's one of my jobs. I like graphics and stuff. One bias, 2 records. That must be you have a very peaceful life. I I usually have like, I think the lowest number I have with biases is 2, and that's for small groups. Like Blackpink, I have 2 biases because there's only 4 members. So I have 2 biases and 2 records. And that's just my life. And then you get groups like 17 where I'm like, I have so many biases. Because there's so many members. Yeah, it's sort of graphic design. It's partly graphic design stuff that I work on, and it's partly like clothes design. So I design clothes most of the time, and not like graphics on clothes, like not like graphic tee stuff, but I design like actual pieces of clothing. And at the moment I'm working on designs as opposed to like actually making stuff. So okay, I feel like saying for Dreamcatcher I have 7 biases, but Thami is almost my heart is like my experience. I'm like I don't have like a bias in Dreamcatcher, but like Thami is definitely an issue. Who's my bias in Stray Kids? Lino, Changbin, and Bangchan. So like almost 3 Racha. But Han, the only reason Han isn't a bias is because he's like really cute and chaotic, and I adore him for that. But like I adore him for that. It's when he gets on stage that he becomes an issue. Ooh, okay, that's smart. Dreamcatcher bias, one for every day of the week. I like that one. Everyone gets their time. Oh, hello! Friendly neighborhood cat. Hi! Welcome to the live stream. It was impromptu. And I'm getting distracted, but that's okay. I'm having more fun chatting than I thought I would. When Tower of God, I've already recorded and have the video back. Oh no, do I have the, no, I don't have the, I do though. No, I do. I have the video edited. So there's more Tower of God coming. Because I have it done. Oh, you're so biased. Don't you love him? Isn't he just like the most adorable thing? I have a thing for rappers too. The number of times I've just been like, rap line is my bias in a group is like, happens like all the time. You're gonna see Dreamcatcher live? I'm so jealous. I'm trying to catch up on comments. and work. I'm supposed to be doing important stuff. Supposed to be actually accomplishing something. Oops. Hello. See, I feel like I want to say I like the quiet ones. And then I find one that's like one impulsive thought away from like the most unhinged behavior. And that's usually the one that I end up biasing in some way. Like Lino alone is like proof that I don't like the quiet ones. Cause clearly I am attracted to the unhinged nature. Like I can pinpoint the moment that I was like, Lino is my bias, and it's because he was being manic. Hi, new subscriber. Hi. Have I seen or reacted to Haikyuu? No. I've heard a lot about it. Of just like people talking about how much they enjoy it. But I've never actually watched any of it. Oddly. It's volleyball? Is it really volleyball, or is it like volleyball? But it's actually about like other stuff. Soul coded, right? Like Soul is like, he's like, he'll be super quiet in the corner and then he'll do something completely unhinged and we'll be like, what? Like Soul is the wild card. I have no idea what goes on in his head, but I'm here for it. I'll support him. Am I preparing to see Dreamcatcher later this year? I'm not preparing. Um, Maybe I should be in some capacity, but they most of the time with K-pop groups, they tend to be on the opposite coast from me because I live on the East Coast. So they usually are on the West with like LA and San Francisco and stuff. So it's a little bit difficult for me to see Korean groups. Because they don't usually come all the way over here. Okay, it's legit volleyball. Okay. Because I was like, is it kind of like like some of the sports anime I've seen, it's like not about the sports, which is fine. But I don't know anything about volleyball. But maybe I would learn. Oh, I think that seeing Twice would be like so surreal if I ever got the actual chance. I think I would just like I've never been to a K-pop concert, and I think that I would just like not know how to function. Like I think I wouldn't I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. I don't really know what I'm about to walk into. Hello from Brazil. Hi. Yeah, it's always when the quiet ones are the most unhinged that you're just like, what was that? Like just like the weirdest stuff. What do I think about Brazilian guys? Haven't met many of them. I had a TA who was from Brazil when I was in university. He was always fun to talk to. Have I watched Dreamcatcher Mind? Not yet. It's on my list of things to get to though, because it'll probably be so much fun. Like it'll make me love them on a whole different level that I didn't even know I was capable of. See, I feel like all of my biases are like they're either introverted and they stay there with like they have like certain moments of chaos when they're super comfortable, but most of the time they're just like chill and holding the fort down, or they're the most unhinged, which is when you get those like those pairings where you have like the really like the quiet more serious one with like the most unhinged energy one, and they're best friends. It's just like it's perfect for me. I'm like I'm going to take both of you because like that's the dynamic that I need. Taeyong's just as cute. I believe that. I think that seeing Twice like in person would just be completely different. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Yeah, I know that Dreamcatcher has done stuff like Toronto, which is like closer to me, but not really. Montreal is closer. I prefer to go to a concert in Montreal, but it's like a little bit trickier to get tickets for that for some reason. They're usually smaller venues. They don't have like multiple nights. And then New York is like in a different country from me. It's super close, but I have to cross a border. And like I'd have to look the border patrol people in the eyes and they'd be like, what is the reason for your visit? And I would have to be like, K-pop concert. you know? I don't know if I'm ready for that pressure. Yeah, I couldn't imagine going to a fan sign. Like I don't know I wouldn't be able to function if I was like within like a reasonable distance from one of the idols that I follow, and they were like looking me in the eyes and like asking me like my name and how I am, I would just like I I'd be like, I don't know what language is anymore. I'm like, I have a name. I have no idea who I am if that happened. Like I would just like I wouldn't be able to function at all. So I'm super happy for people who get to go to fan signs and like actually form sentences and say things that like make their idols smile or laugh. Like great job, fans. Great job. Because I would just like I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have anything. I wouldn't have any functioning power in my brain. Yes, Dreamcatcher in Toronto sometimes. I think I remember um seeing stuff where they were people were asking me if I was going to go to the Toronto concerts, and I was like, I can't do it because they one of the time was I was like newly getting into the group, and I was like, I don't want to go to a concert when I don't really know the group yet. And then uh the other time that they were here like last year, I had a bunch of life stuff happening, and I was like, I literally like I have things that are unfortunately more important that I need to be part of. Oh my gosh, you got a response from Sana on Bubble? Living all of our fantasies. They I don't have Bubble, so I'm not there, but I think that I would just like I wouldn't know what to do with I freak out when like a YouTuber I like hearts one of my comments, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. You know, like I had once where like a musician that I followed like retweeted because that was back when I was doing I was a music critic, so I like had posted on the like business Twitter for it, and they like retweeted it, and I was like, oh, they noticed me. I was just like, oh my gosh. Watching from the Philippines, hi. More important than Dreamcatcher, I know. I had family stuff happening, and you know, no one in Dreamcatcher is my grandmother, so therefore they are not at the top of my list of priorities. But you know, I had to pick my grandmother. I had to, so I didn't end up going to the concert. Hello, hi. Um, I don't know. Is the Bubble app global? I have no idea. I don't have Bubble. I Weverse. That's where most of my stuff, or YouTube a lot now, because they took down V Live. So yeah, I had to. My grandma. I'll do anything for my grandma. I'll drop everything for her. So I couldn't go to concerts, you know. But we'll see this year. We'll see what happens. It doesn't help that like concerts are super expensive for like nosebleed seats, especially with like K-pop in North America, like especially where I am on like the east, there's like two shows maybe, which means that there's not a lot of seats, which means it's like a huge fight for tickets, and they get crazy expensive because they know there's a huge demand for them, so they can charge like a fortune for a ticket because they know people will buy them. Um, I got you MV reaction, recorded, edited, just needs to be all the back end stuff for it to be posted. Um, I think. Oh, it'll come out tomorrow. So my I got you reaction is gonna be up tomorrow. Yeah, I know Twice is active on Bubble. I know Bangchan is. active on Bubble. He's wilding over there, and I keep hearing it through like the grapevine of stays being like, oh my god. Yeah, I know concerts are so expensive. Like concerts are crazy expensive anyway, especially with like K-pop because again like demand, right? They know they can charge a ton of money for K-pop tickets because we'll buy it. Like we are not against spending a ton of money on our faves. And I get that like you have to pay for the venue, you have to pay for like all of the stage stuff like this isn't they're not just like walking on stage and singing and then leaving like there's a bunch of stuff that goes into setting up the stage of a concert for K-pop like there's sets there's pyro there's lighting there's the screens like there's a ton of stuff that goes into that so like I get why it's there's like a ton of money that goes into just touring but some of it is because they know that they can charge a bunch of money and K-pop fans will buy it which is unfortunate, but here we are. Yeah, their comeback is Friday, so I want to like at least be somewhat not super behind by posting my I got you. So, I got the video back from my editor yesterday. So, it should be up tomorrow. Yeah, Ticketmaster is a whole other issue, which is like a whole other layer to getting concert tickets in North America. Like, not only is there like significantly less shows because just like getting to North America when you're from South Korea is like a whole thing. Like, it's difficult to do that. So they don't do a whole lot of shows here. Um, and then also Ticketmaster has like a huge monopoly on tickets, concert tickets. So it's it's a pain, but I want to see them, and like that's where they get me. They're like, we can charge a bunch of money because you'll pay for it. It's like anything like albums and stuff too in North America. They're just like super super expensive because they have to like, especially in Canada, because we have like a bunch of like border fees for like products going over the border into Canada. So there's a bunch of fees that get paid every time that like a shipment of anything gets brought into Canada. Um, so albums are just like super super expensive. And there's a bunch I don't own any K-pop albums either because there's a bunch of different versions and it overwhelms me and I don't know what to choose and I don't know like what's the best choice and I get all in my head and then I don't end up buying them anyway cuz I'm like this is too much for my brain to make these many decisions on a thing that like I can't even hold in my hands because it's I have to like get it shipped to me. Yeah, the tickets for concerts like shoot up like super quickly because people will buy them and then they'll resell them and they'll get super expensive because they're more in demand now because there's less of them. Now they're trying to convince me. Yeah, some of the tickets aren't that bad, honestly. Um, but I also don't want to be like on the floor. I need like a seat. I have a thing with crowds, so I need to like choose wisely. I also don't have anyone to go to a K-pop concert with. And I'm just like weird about being in that space on my own. I know I could make friends. I know I'd meet lots of people there who are also fans of the group. Like I know I wouldn't be friendless for long. But it feels weird to go to a concert when it's not like I've only ever gone to concerts like with people. It's like a social thing for me. So in my head, I'm like I need a buddy to go to the concert with, and I don't have that right now. You got a signed album? Jealous. I saw a video where someone found a signed album in like a like secondhand shop. I think it was an Astro album, and I was like, how do you have all the good fortune to just like walk into a secondhand shop and find not only a K-pop album, but a signed Astro album? I was like, dang. I mean, good for her. Oh yeah, don't get me started on like the taxes stuff too. Canada has some crazy taxes too. Yeah, I know like if I went to a Dreamcatcher concert, I would not be friendless for long. I would make friends. Same with Once. Once are like the most adorable fandom. Like they leave the most adorable comments on my videos that I just it's so cute. And I'm like, what, why? How have you managed this with such a huge fandom to just be like the cutest things? Yeah, I also want to get into Astro. I have not yet. I think that's one of the groups that people have asked me to get into, but I haven't done it because I know that groups I follow are friends with Astro, and it's just like one of the groups I haven't gotten into. It's like ATs. Like I know groups that are friends with ATs, but I haven't actually like sat down and listened to the group. Oh yeah, doesn't Germany have like they have like a bunch of like tax stuff when stuff gets delivered into the country too? That's like it makes a lot of people not want to deliver to there because um it like makes it complicated. You have extra Dreamcatcher albums you would send me? That's so sweet. I've had people say that they would send me albums. I had people say that they would send me light sticks, which is like so adorable and so sweet. And I love the like sentiment there, but like I don't know, I'm weird about I don't I it's just like I know it's so expensive and they're hard to get a hold of and I feel I'm like no, it's too much. You know, like that's my mine says. I'm like, no, like I'm just making videos and having a fun time and it's too expensive and it just it feels like too much. It's very sweet of you to say that though. Yeah, like onces are super nice. Like and I know that that feels like it shouldn't be that like should be a given, right? You should be able to say that like all fandoms are really nice, and I find that most fandoms are. I know that like I know that K-pop fandoms get kind of a bad rep, especially in like news and like headlines and stuff. But I found that the majority of them, like 99.9% of them, are just like really sweet people who are just really passionate about this particular thing and they just want people to be interested in their groups and they just want to say nice things and uh then there's just those few that like 0.1% that are just like super loud and people like latch onto that and they're like see this and they put it at the forefront. um but onces are like legitimately super sweet and I mean insomnia too like but once is like such a huge fandom that I was just expecting to deal with more of that like 0.1% that are just like really loud and obnoxious and aren't really fans. Like I don't even like to think of them as part of once because if they were, they wouldn't be behaving like that. Um but like I've had like I very rare instances where I've interacted with people in once who are like not the most adorable and kind people. So, which is nice. I love that. I love that that's my experience. Oh yeah, I couldn't stay up to like pre-order things. That's way like pre-order and like buying tickets to a concert like the month that they drop. I don't have the calm within me to make that happen. Like I would panic so much I'd freeze up. You have an excessive amount. Oh yeah, I guess if you want like video calls and stuff, you have to buy a bunch of albums, right? Which makes me sad. Like you'll see them like piled up on like curbs of just like all these discarded albums because people wanted like some kind of extra or they wanted the photo cards or something like that. I've seen people like straight up like have stolen photo cards out of albums. Like they've opened them at the stores, taken out the photo cards, and then put the album back. And that just makes me so sad because I would love to just have one of them. And I want the like CD. I want to listen to the music. And I would take like one photo card, whoever it was, and I'd just be so happy. Even though my brain wants to collect them all, but I couldn't do a fan call either. I couldn't do one of those because again, I'd be like face to face, even though like over a call, but like my idol would know I existed, and that is something I'm not ready for. Like I would not do well. I would not do well. Hello, on your lunch break. I should probably also take a lunch break. But I've gotten distracted with this. I'm gonna leave in like 3 minutes. So if you have any other things you want to ask me or chat about, you have 3 minutes to do it. Go. Aw, I love the idea of like being in a concert and people like sharing light sticks and stuff like that. I love when people have like the nicest concert etiquette. And again, it should be a given. You should have concert etiquette and be really nice, but it doesn't always happen. And it's really nice to hear that there are moments where people are just like looking out for each other, which is all I want. Like, can we just like look out for each other in general, not just in K-pop, but like all walks of life, right? Yeah, I don't get gatekeeping groups either. Like I've had groups that I've gotten into them before they got popularity, like really started to make waves, and people are like, "Oh dang, like they've discovered my faves or whatever, like or my faves have gone like mainstream, like they've sold out or something." And I'm just like, "I want everyone to know about my faves. I have a YouTube channel about it." I'm like, "I want everyone to know about my favorite like groups and anime and comics. Like I'll scream from the rooftops. I'm like, you should listen to this group." Oh yeah, I could not do a fan call. I couldn't. Dreamcatcher? Nuh-uh. Mm-mm. Nope. Couldn't do it. They would know I existed, and I'd be like, bye. Like I would just evaporate on the spot. Hello, hi. I feel bad people joining the live because I'm gonna have to leave soon, but hello. Making me wonder if most onces are Hufflepuffs. They do have the energy, don't they? They have a Hufflepuff energy. I'm not a Hufflepuff, so I guess I'm part of the percentage that isn't in once. Have I seen the Drake vid? No. I have no idea what that's in reference to. Yeah, see, this is a good point where it's like because Twice would be disappointed. That's what I don't get when fandoms are like either they're causing drama between members in the group, or they're getting mad at people, or they're like I know gatekeeping in some way. Like you're if you were real that's why like I say like I don't want that like 0.1%. I don't consider them actually fans because I'm like if you were and you actually knew these people, at least the way that we know them as fans, you would know that they wouldn't want this. Like they wouldn't want you to be mad at other groups, whether or not they're friends with them. They still wouldn't want it. They wouldn't want you to be mad at other members within their group. They wouldn't want you to like prevent new people from being interested in their group. Like if you actually knew your group and cared about them, you wouldn't be behaving like this. So you can't be a fan. You don't understand them at all. Yeah, I would cease to exist if I was on a fan call with any of my faves. Did I watch the new MV teaser? I'm gonna guess for twice because I saw that they posted some stuff. I have not watched it. I don't usually watch MV teasers in general. I like to be surprised, especially if I'm gonna make videos about it. I want to like not have any context because I think it's more fun that way. It's like a Christmas present. You'll have to find my Patreon. Hey, you can always go join us over there. There's always I have to live stream more with my patrons to like live record stuff. I just have to set up my camera, and it's literally will take me a few seconds, but my brain is like that is a barrier to entry. You never been to a concert? Oh, they're a crazy experience, but the energy is great. I'm not gonna answer a question about weight and health because I don't I don't need to speculate. You know, they have professional teams for that. You're a Slytherin? Okay, technically I am also a Slytherin, but I don't really like that that is so attached to like evil people. 'Cause I'm not. I'm just I'm just ambitious and I tend to focus more on logical decision making and strategy and like I just want to consider all of the angles of a decision from a very logical, not emotive point of view, which I guess makes me a Slytherin. Also, I like the color green. So, hello, hello. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. So, it was fun to chat with people, but I gotta go make some lunch and eat and then like actually get some work done because I didn't really in this stream. I said I was gonna, but then I got distracted. It's just been so long since I did a live stream that I feel like I just got chatty. It's like we're catching up. Um, but it's been very fun doing this. I'll try to do more of them. Thank you so much for 5K subscribers. Oh my gosh, I'm still like I still like see the number and I'm like that can't be real. Um, but it was lovely to catch up with everyone and to try mobile live streaming. It's new for me. And I will see you guys soon, hopefully, whether in a live stream or other videos. So it was fun hanging out. Bye bye. Bye.